College drops mascot named for missionaries martyred by Native Americans. Whitman College, have you heard about this?
No, but I'm trying to follow the headline. It's not a well-written headline, in my opinion.
But it's got a lot of M's, so that's fun.
Well, it came from CT.
Oh,
No, it didn't.
It did.
Oh, no.
It's right there.
Oh, sorry, Jeremy.
Well, here's our first edit that we need to make. Okay, college drops here. Let me give it to you again, and then you can see that. Oh yeah, now that I hear it again, that really is clear. College drops mascot named for missionaries martyred by Native Americans. It does sound like the mascot was martyred by Native Americans.
Yeah.
We had to drop our mascot because it was murdered by Indians.
So the mascot was named after missionaries who at one point were killed by Native Americans.
And later went on to start a football team.
Right.
Okay, Whitman College is in Washington, right?
Washington State.
Yes, Washington State. Hasn't been affiliated with a religious denomination since 1907, but the Washington State school still used the Fighting Missionary as its mascot in honor of two murders. It's like the Demon Deacons.
I want to know,
how did that ever start?
I want to know what the logo actually looked like.
Oh, a really angry, we should
I've been on some mission fields. They can get feisty.
Like someone praying in like a really angry...
Praying, but with one hand behind them with a hatchet. Yeah, they're ready to go at it. So there were two murdered Oregon Trail missionaries. And they actually founded, or the college was founded in their name. The Whitmans, I don't know what their actual name. Oh, Marcus and Narcissa. Narcissa, that's a rough one. That's troubling.
We were really considering that for one of our kids' names.
Narcissa? Yeah, that would have been awesome. They arrived in the Oregon Territory in 1836. They quickly offended the local Indians after they condemned their cultural practices like gift giving as extortion and scorned the Native Americans' value of worshiping in their own homes. Then when Marcus returned from successfully asking the American Board of Commissioners for Foreign Missions not to close down one of his three... Oh, we have a picture.
I found the picture.
We have a picture.
It's an angry pioneer with a rifle holding a Bible.
Yeah. Well, we assume it's a Bible.
Yeah, and he's married to Betty Boop.
That does look like Betty Boop. I don't know.
More modest
we may have to put this up, Jason, later
Jason
in the
will
picture.
Put that up for you.
Yeah.
I can kind of see why they decided it was time for a change. Marcus returned from successfully asking the board not to close down one of his three missions. He brought fresh immigrants and the measles. As the epidemic swept the area, killing many more Indians than whites, a small band of the local tribe took matters into their own hands, killing the Whitmans and a dozen other white settlers. Eventually, 5 of the locals were tried and executed for the killings. One of the Indians announced on the gallows, "Did not your missionaries teach us that Christ died to save his people? So we die to save our people."
Ooh.
So the Indians that were actually martyred for what they did to the missionaries quoted Christ as they died. That's awkward.
It's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie where everything just gets twisted at the end and everything you thought was one way turns out to be...
12 years later, the pre-collegiate Whitman Seminary was founded in the Whitmans' honor. Also, the student newspaper, The Pioneer, will be changing its name for the same reason.
Well, Pioneer is not acceptable?
No, you can't be a pioneer anymore.
Well, but there you say there's a pioneer in processed foods, and there's a pioneer in cosmetics. There's pioneer just means an innovator.
It's too religious.
They're referring to...
The pioneers were so religious.
It's the white narrative. It's white conquest as a good thing.
Well, we see this at a lot of other kind of controversies around mascots, right? Like wanting to distance themselves from past legacies.
Right.
Yeah.
Crusaders.
Wheaton College.
Yeah, Wheaton College Crusaders, and my alma mater, St. Paul Bible College, was also the Crusaders. And you want to hear something ironic? Wheaton College, what did they become when they decided they couldn't be Crusaders anymore?
Thunder.
My college couldn't be Crusaders anymore, became the Storm.
Oh, that's weird.
The Thunder, the Storm.
My alma mater was the Redskins, and I think it was my senior year they changed it to the Red Hawks.
Oh, we should have become the Crusading Hawks.
Yeah.
They flew along with the Crusaders and picked the eyeballs out of
the infidels.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any feelings about that? Do you think that's the right move?
It's interesting. I mean, it definitely speaks to our cultural moment and wanting to be very sensitive to past historical, what many think are mistakes of the past, dealing with oppression or particular people groups kind of imposing their own views.
Is that it's not a religious college now.
Right.
It's a completely secular college with the mascot, the Missionary.
That's what when I read the article,
which is strange.
What surprised me is it's 2016. How did they get this far with having fighting missionary?
Right. Mm-hmm. They said there was a fear that it was affecting their recruiting. Mm-hmm. That people didn't want to be a fighting missionary. Well, I don't want to be a fighting missionary.
The name missionary doesn't have a lot of cultural cachet right now, especially outside of Christian circles.
Even within it.
Their merchandise sales were not stellar.